An interim report into racial profiling of doctors by medical aid schemes will not see the light of day. That's if the government employees medical scheme has its way. Advocate Tembeka Ngukaitobi chaired the Section 59 investigation into allegations that black, colored and Indian doctors had their claims withheld based on their race and ethnicity. GEMS, as the medical aid scheme is known, says the report finds that black healthcare providers were unfairly discriminated against. Let's delve further into this then with the government employees medical aid scheme principal officer, Stan Moloabi, who joins us now. Thank you so much, Dr. Moloabi, for joining me. So you're going to court to interdict the release by the Council of Medical Schemes of the interim report by the panel led by Advocate Ngukaitobi. Why?
Good morning, Mr. Simelane, and good morning to the viewers of eNCA. Can you just indulge me to just correct something before I answer you?
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
I heard you say we are going to court, number one. No, the court has already said, and that was yesterday on Sunday. And then we are awaiting the judgment which the judge has set aside and has indicated that she will hand it down tomorrow at 9:30. So the process is underway, and as a result, I will definitely answer your questions, but we will have to respect the fact that the matter is before the court and not contravene the sub judice rule. But I'm going to answer the questions that I'm able to. So we went to court not to block the release of the ultimate or a final investigations report, as it was the narrative in the news yesterday. We went to court to request that GEMS, as one of the affected parties, be given a chance, the right of reply before the report is made final, and published to the media. So we're not blocking the release of the report, as it sounds that the narrative is in the media.
Is it your contention that you've not been given that right of reply, including during the hearings themselves by the panel led by Advocate Ngukaitobi?
We participated in the hearings. So we definitely have made our case at the hearings. However, after the panel has considered what our submissions, we haven't been given the opportunity to comment on the findings or to respond to the interim finding before the report is made final, which we believe is a procedure in terms of the laws of natural justice.
But is it provided for in terms of the rules that govern this particular investigation? Natural justice, yes, but in terms of these rules that govern this particular investigation, is that provided for you to then have another opportunity to have your say on the findings that the panel intends to come to?
As I indicated, that the matter is before the court, and I'm very careful in what I say so that I don't contravene that. The interpretation of the terms of reference were a matter for that was put before the court yesterday.
I'm pretty sure you've seen, though, the reaction from some people to you going to court to interdict the release of this interim report. Some people have put it bluntly and said it's because you have something to hide. It's because you are worried that the findings may be sustained, that I've not seen the report myself, but the summary from the reporting that has gone into this particular court case is that it makes the finding, at least in the interim report, that there has been unfair discrimination against black medical practitioners in as far as how their claims are handled. So people have said, a few people have said, that the reason you're going to court as GEMS and the Board of Healthcare Funders is because you have something to hide.
That is untrue. Neither have I seen the report. Just to reiterate that we respect whatever the process has been, how it has unfolded. We have committed as GEMS that we support the investigation. And whatever the findings are, All we are praying to the courts is that we be given a chance to respond to them. The panel then has a prerogative to consider our answers, our response, our comments, and then they make the report final, and then it's made public. We have, from the beginning, always said we support the investigations, and we have gone as far as saying, if there are adverse findings where we have been found wanting, these adverse findings are fair and factual, we will make good where we have maybe have been found wanting.
Just on the broader issue around the alleged discrimination against black, coloured and Indian medical practitioners, my understanding of what the complaint was that basically they are subjected to more scrutiny than their white counterparts when it comes to medical aid schemes honouring payments to these doctors, to the extent that it is alleged that they sometimes have to hand in the files of their patients as backup for their claims against these medical aid schemes, which is a violation of doctor-patient confidentiality and privacy, but also which is allegedly not expected of white medical practitioners. Just on what I've summarized, what is your knowledge of some of these matters? Is there something for us to be worried about? Is there something to, at the very least, look into in as far as what is being intimated here is concerned? GEMS as a medical schemes, we are regulated by the Medical Schemes Act, and in the Act itself, it is stipulated what should be on a claim. So there are certain details that have to do with the practice itself, and then details. I'll be brief, albeit that these details are brief, on what the member who is claiming from a medical aid, we use what you call the ICD-10 coding, which is basically a code that indicates what the members sought healthcare services for, so that that should be matched with the healthcare services that they received, the treatment that the doctor has given to a member. So all of that is in line with the law. There is nothing that we at GEMS would do that is not in accordance with the Medical Schemes Act. So you should not be worried. I mean, I heard you mention that we seek confidential information. The information that is required for a claim to be validated is in alignment with the Medical Schemes Act. All right, thank you for that, Dr. Stanley Moloabi, the Principal Officer of the Government Employees Medical Schemes, medical scheme, talking to us about that court case. The judgment is scheduled to be delivered tomorrow in that urgent interdict application that they've brought together with the Board of Healthcare Funders.